Hello everyone, it is Mike here and welcome to another Rumble. We got a great one here for you. It is going to be random women. However, there's going to be a twist to this. There's going to be 12 from the community. And there's also going to be about 18 regular or DLC basically. So it will be completely random. But I had to put 12 in from the community, but it could be any type of woman. Whether it be Marvel, whether it be horror, the list goes on and on. So expect anybody. It's kind of what we do with the men's. And we're starting off with Blair Davenport. I don't know a lot about her. She's been around for a while, though. I know that. But I don't know much about her besides that. And number 2 is Charlotte. She better not win again. She better not win again. I am just sick of it. I respect her. I think she's great. I do not want her to win ever again. I don't hate her as much as some of you all do. But, yeah, I do not, and especially her rival with Rhea. You know, I'm always rooting for Rhea no matter what. But we're kicking things off with those two, but expect about 12 communities to drop by. And like I said, they can be from movies, TV, comic books, celebrities. Anybody can show up. And that's what makes it so special. And we have the third sister from Obi-Wan. She is part of the, she's kind of like a Sith, I guess. I don't know a lot about I think they're called the Inquisitors or something. I don't know if that's the correct term. But she is in the Obi-Wan show. I didn't think she was that bad in the show, but I thought she was kind of misplaced. But she was a good villain. I just thought that show really fell flat. She could have been good in another Star Wars show. I don't know why she was a part of that show in particular, when it's supposed to be about Obi-Wan and him hunting down Vader. And number 4, we got Sonya. I actually like Sonya a lot. And, you know, I think she's just been misused. There's a couple women in this that I'm probably going to say is the case, that could really use a push. I think Sonya would be a great villain. I mean, she is kind of always a heel. I mean, I think she's been a face before, but it's very rare. But I think she would be great and menacing, but they really don't ever do anything with her. And we got Bella Baxter at number 5 from Perfect Things. That's a movie with, what's her name? Emma Stone. I haven't seen it. I've heard great things about it. It looks a little too weird for me, but I'm going to give it a chance someday. I kind of missed it. I usually try to watch all the Oscar movies, but I missed it the year it came out. And number 6, we got Candice LeRae. I'll tell you what. Somebody told me one time, and you know, the morons of X, you know, I mean, we could talk about it for days. We need to have, I mean, we would have like a Hall of Fame book for the morons of X, but obviously it would take a century to make, or maybe infinity to make. But I had a moron one time tell me on there that she was better than Rhea. So, you know, just amazing what they come up with. I swear they just do this stuff on purpose. There is no universe where Candice is better than Rhea. No multiverse where that's the case. I don't know where you're getting your information from. He must have been Gargano. That's the only explanation I have. It must have been Gargano under a dummy account. I'm not a fan of him either, but... But yeah, that's just blasphemy. So, and we're going to see who we get next, and it's, oh wow, it's her without the robot suit, which is kind of neat. She's in the men's and the women's. But in the men's, she wears the robot suit. So we just lost Bella Baxter. I don't know a lot about that character. I need to watch that movie. But I heard it's really funny. But it looks really weird. I know the director that made it, he makes some weird stuff. He definitely makes some weird movies. There's some weird directors out there that, they don't care about the status quo. They just do whatever the heck they want to do. It's like, they want to just bring their vision to life. And most of the time it's really good, but it doesn't make any money. So I don't know if that was the case with Perfect Things. I don't know how it did in the box office. I'm sure it wasn't as good as Avengers. So... there goes another one. So yeah, I'm still putting these out, but we're getting down closer to the end. By the time, and we got Nancy. We got DJ's favorite, Nancy. I love Nancy. Nancy's awesome. She drinks a lot of coffee. I can relate to Nancy. I have to drink a lot of coffee too, because I don't want to get fired. That's why I drink a lot of coffee. Dad and Freddie might get me. And look at Nancy here. All right, go Nancy, go. I love Nancy. She's awesome. She's one of my favorite final girls. Laurie Strode's just super overrated, I think. I know a lot of you all say, oh, she's the best. Technically, Sydney Prescott is the best, in my opinion. But Sienna's a close second. And then I like Nancy as third. Nancy's my third. There's probably some other ones that are really good. I mean, The Girl in You're Next is really good. The movie's not great, but she's a great final girl. And we got Piper at 10. I'm not a big fan of her or Chelsea. I don't get the hype with Chelsea. I know some people really like her and think she's really funny and she's got a gimmick going on, but I don't understand the gimmick. I really don't. I'm just not a fan of either one of them. But, it's just my opinion. There's a bunch that I'm not a fan of that people love. And we got the Wendy's mascots. Why not? And get some cheeseburgers and fries. Wendy's isn't my favorite, though. I like their burgers better than McDonald's, but you all know that I'm loyal to the king. I'm loyal to the monarchy. I'm not loyal to Wendy Girl. I'm not loyal to the clown. And I'm not loyal to Five Guys either. That sounded bad. But I am loyal to the king. I am loyal to the king. And we got Meechin at number 12. Not a big fan of her either. But like I said, it was all picked at random. So anybody can show up here. I mean, she's really good. There's a lot of people that I think are really talented. And KO, and things change as time goes along. I can change my mind any minute. KO's starting to grow. I wasn't always a big fan of him at all. But he's starting to grow on me. I think, especially the little rivalry he had with Cody, that really grew on me. I really like that. And, he's kind of, I wish he needs to be even more ruthless. He definitely doesn't need to be a face. But he needs to be ruthless when he comes back. And by the time you see this, he might already, you never know, because I do these ahead of time. And Candice hanging in there, trying to prove that she's better than Rhea so she could shut me up, because Gargano made a dummy account and started, saying all kinds of nonsense. And yeah, so much for that. She's good. Candace is good. She's just not on that level. Anybody that would debate that's crazy. She's definitely not on that level. You know, obviously the four horsewomen are, and Bianca is. But, and wow, big elimination there. And Nancy's in trouble. And Michin is done. Piper gets rid of her. Yeah, and I can change my mind at any time about certain superstars, because I have in the past. You know, there's certain people I used to not like and now I think are fantastic. You know, there's a lot of people I think are underrated or misused. I think everybody has their list of people that, you know, haven't really had their fair share in the company. Definitely one's going to be in this. I already know that one of them is going to be in here, and I'm going to explain why. And she's had her moments, but she definitely deserves more. And once we see her, I will tell you who it is. And Cora Jade is number 13. I like Cora. She's awesome. I like her entrance too, really cool. Looks like we lost Piper, so it's so cool that I always thought it was a cool twist that, you know, Metroid Samus or whatever his name is, or her, is a her. I always thought that was cool, and we got Froppy at 14 from My Hero, which I've never seen. I've never seen My Hero. I've heard nothing but great things though. Looks like the community is dominating, which they're not all hundreds. There's some 75s in there that I didn't upgrade. And there's some 80s, so it's only a handful of hundreds. So we'll see how good they do. Oh, wow. We got a legend here. Oh, wow. Once again, she continues to dominate here, even without her robot suit. I don't know her whole backstory. I would love to play those games, but they're just Nintendo, so I don't have any. I have a Wii, but I would have to get, I don't know if Prime is probably like, Metroid Prime's probably like $1,000 now. Last time I checked, it was a high dollar game. And Nia Jax is 16. Wow, she's going to be tough. She is going to be tough to get rid of. And I always enjoy her in these types of, she's not my favorite, but I do enjoy her in these type of matches. This is where she's the most ruthless, and I love it. I think she really works well in these. And I think she should be more like, she kind of comes off as, when she doesn't get her way, she throws a temper, and I wish she was more ruthless and mean. Which, you know, we've gotten that from her before. But she just needs to constantly stay that way. And here's the one I meant to talk about. It's definitely Shayna. Shayna is definitely the one that's so misused. She is, I mean, when she did at that chamber, that should be who she always is. I mean, she was like unstoppable. And they've kind of just really let her go throughout the years. And they've like pushed everybody else. I think she needs a push. I thought she should have won instead of Charlotte. I thought that would be cool. But I don't know what they're doing with her. I really haven't watched the show. So I can't really tell you. I'm sure they're ruining her as a talent. And look there. She just went toe-to-toe with the best. And Yeah, I think she would be good. But they just don't push her like they should. I think they should push her more, but maybe I haven't watched enough. I haven't watched as much as you all. Maybe she's not as good anymore. Or I don't know the reason why, but at one point she was great. So we got Stacy here. And 20. Oh, is my Mystique. Yes. But it's the cartoon version, I believe. Or the comic version. It's not the newer version. But I like all versions. I like all versions. She is my favorite. Oh, and finally we lost her. But she had a good run. She had a really good run. And 21, we got Lita. All right. Always great to have her. We still have Wendy's pushing through, man. She's not doing a bad job either. And Shayna's still in it. Like I said, I think Shayna needs a push. She should have won. That would have been great. And she's ruthless. But like I said, I haven't watched the shows lately. For all I know, she could be botching constantly. And I really haven't watched lately. But I've always been impressed with her. So I just wish they would do more with her. It's rare that I ever see her. Oh, Wendy's not in it. I'm mistaking her for Mystique. My eyes are getting bad again. Once again, I need glasses. It seems to be my situation always. And there goes Trish. So Nia is killing it, as we expected. And Lita's not going to put up with her. And 22 is Gigi. I like Gigi. Oh, do I like Gigi. Yes, I love Gigi. Yes. Wow. Yeah. Let's just say that. Oh, wow. I like her as a talent, too. Yeah. I love the color orange. I love that color. So, yeah. Yeah, she's great. I miss Toxic Attraction. Oh my goodness. I'm like Wade Barrett. Get me my cologne. Like, that's one time he said that. Oh my goodness. I miss them so much. I love their theme song too. And they just walk out like they're the hottest thing ever, which they are. But yeah, I like them as a trio. I thought they were a great trio. Of course, everything happened with Mandy. And, yeah, it stinks. You know. And we got the girl from Squid Game, Season 2. The really preppy girl. I thought she was, you know, a little underused. I'm not going to really talk about her character arc, obviously. But if you've seen the show, you know what I'm talking about. I thought she was cool. You know, I like a lot of characters on that show. And we got Laurie Strode. I was talking trash about her earlier. You know, she's okay. I love the first Halloween. But it doesn't go any further than that. I love the first movie. And she's good in it. She's just not my favorite final. She seems to be everyone's favorite final. And that's just not the case. I think Sydney Prescott is the best. And Tiana's number 2. Nancy's number 3. And it looks like we lost Shayna. Please don't get. Oh, don't do this. Don't do this to me. No! No, Gigi! Gigi's gone. No! That stinks. Oh, only we had the other 2. That would be the. Oh, that's such a great faction. And I'm not just saying that because, because they were beautiful. I thought it was great. I love factions when they're done correctly. Nexus. I was a big fan of that. I was a big fan of, obviously, the Shield. That was some next level stuff there. But then there's, Retribution could have really went far. They don't know what the heck they were doing there. And that was during the pandemic, so everybody technically was losing their minds. And Chyna's number 25, which I'm excited to have her in this, because she can go toe-to-toe with guys easily. And there goes Lita. Lita's finished. Mystique takes care of her. Nia's still alive. And there goes the girl from Squid. She's done. So, yeah. I have a big surprise. I just don't know when it's going to happen. But you're going to get a really cool one. And we lost Natalya, which who cares? I respect her for, especially, she could use a push too, but she needs to be mean. She needs to be absolutely cruel. That's what they need. And there goes Stacy, which, I didn't think she would get really far anyway. Lori is on a rampage, and 27 is Charlie Morningstar from Has Been Hotel. I think that's what it's called. I haven't watched it. I don't think, if you're super religious, I don't think you would like that show. What I've heard. I haven't heard a lot about it. But I've never seen it. I've heard great things about the show, but if you're religious, you would not like that show. That's because I've heard some stuff about it. I heard the quality's really good. The writing's good and stuff, but I've heard some pretty crazy stuff about that show. And yeah, so much for Charlie. She's done. And we got Indy, 28. So we're getting closer to the end. I hope you all have enjoyed it. But we're going to have a big surprise. It's 29 or 30. And yes, it is. Taylor Swift and Squid Games. Why not? Let's do it. Oh, the Swifties are going to kill me now. Like I care. Hey, I didn't say that she wasn't going to do a bad job. You know. And I'm not saying that I would want her to participate in the games. I never said that. Somebody made this. I did not make it. So if you have a problem, take it up with them. That's all I have to say. DJ, if you have a problem, take it up with them. Don't take it up with me. I'm just the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. And we got Elektra at 30. So this is the new. Well, it says old, but you know, is it the old version? It looks like the newer version. I guess they mean she's older, which not that older. I mean, well, technically, oh yeah, that was like 20 years. Wow. Yeah, between Elektra and D&W. That was like 20 years almost. Almost 20, not exactly. But close to 20 years. So I get what they mean now. So we're down to V6. It's going to be one of these 6. And, yeah. Well, it's a 3v3. Which I knew the community would do good. But, yeah, Nia's the key. And China, too. I mean, the roster's still doing pretty well. They got 2 powerhouses, and Indy's just hanging in there. I don't expect a lot out of her. She's a 68 overall. Oh my goodness, and look, oh, Indy. Oh man, she just ruined it for her team. With a good cheap shot there and finally stopping Nia. So Indy's the only one left, the part of the roster on this game. And good luck. You're going to need it. Because I think all 3 of these can take you down. And I hate to say it, but I think it's the truth. And, you know, she took a good opportunity, though, to take down Nia. And Nia took down China. That would have been a good fight, seeing those 2 fight. But China would probably win. I don't know a lot about her. But I would say that she would win that fight. Just 2 different eras. So, and we'll see if Indy can make it. I've seen stranger things. So, we'll see if she has what it takes to win. Oh, good counter there by Lori. And there goes Taylor. So, yeah, go back to Kelsey. We don't want you here. You lost the games. You lost. Hey, at least in my games, you know, it's not as bad as the other games. Because the other games are really bad. And you know the person that made that. They definitely want to see it. So, DJ, like I said, if you have a problem, take it up with them. All you have to do is find the character and look at the user ID and complain to that guy. Don't complain to me. I just don't shoot the messenger. And look at Lori. Oh my goodness, she's been very dominant in this. She's been very impressive. And oh, good counter there. Lori could take Indy out easily. And we are down to our final 2. So this is gonna be great because I think it's 30-24. So what a great final showdown we are having between these two. And, oh, look at that counter again. Lori's been great. She's really trying to get, she's really trying to, show me. And sometimes I like to run my mouth and I pay the price sometimes. But, I am rooting for you, Lori, because I never root for number 30. Unless it's a really bad person. I mean, a really person I like, and they're up against a really person I hate. That's the only time I'm going to root. But, she's using the fist. A good counter there. And these two are going back and forth. And it's going to be who has the strength to get the other one over. That's what it's all going to come down to, and Lori is good at fighting back. Imagine if she had a clothes hanger. That'd be even worse. Of course, you're not allowed those. We get them at the metal detectors. And plastic ones obviously aren't going to do anything, but we do catch those all the time at metal detectors. And Lori, what is she doing? Oh, and a good push off there by Elektra. And now it's going the other way around. And a counter there. Wow, I love this final showdown. This is really fun. And we'll see if Lori can do it here. And she does it. Of course she wins. After I trashed her, of course she wins. But congratulations. You beat 30. I'm proud of you. And, yeah, you're not going to WrestleMania, and neither is Ben Tramer. Yeah, you think I forgot about Ben Tramer? Yeah, flex all you want. There's no muscle there. Are you kidding me? Yeah, you and Ben Tramer aren't going, and neither is Myers. He's not allowed either. But I hope you all enjoyed it. And Lori takes it. She did a fantastic job. Really good counters, a lot of eliminations there at the end. 24, not good enough to go to Mania, though. She's not going to WrestleMania. But she does win tonight, and a big victory for Lori. And I will see you all later. This might be the final women's we do. But we'll see. We'll see. Only time will tell. We can always come back to this, of course, depending on how 25 is going to be. But I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you all later.